Yeah.
So how did you come to do what you do?
I tend to say accident because it was accidental that I ended up doing something that, and when I started doing it, was more of a hobby per se than my career. And what happened was that I awakened to fashion and music in my late teens, early 20s. And while I was at mechanic school in Phoenix, Arizona, one of my neighbors in my apartment building was going to beauty school. So then he started cutting my hair in his bathroom, which I have really difficult hair. And in that time, it was a time of new wave and punk rock. I have 6 brothers and 2 sisters, and I wanted them to be cool because I wasn't cool in school. And our mother used to cut our hair, but I told her, they need to have flat tops. I mean, I wanted them to have flat tops. So I asked my barber how to do a flat top, and I tried it, and what happened was that they ended up having to shave their head completely. Like, through my siblings, I learned how to use the machines, the clippers as they call them, and then took it on to my friends and my girlfriend at that time. It was almost like if you were a guy and you went to a hair salon, you were then considered not what they call metrosexual, and back then more commonly known as being gay. And if you worked in a hair salon, if you became a hairdresser instead of a barber, for sure you were gay. That was just. And when I came into the business, I didn't know all this because I migrated here from Mexico, and so meaning that I didn't know that if I went to beauty school, I was automatically going to be labeled gay. And to this day, even after being married, having a child, and living my life the way I do, people still think that I'm gay and that I'm what they call in the closet. Because there's a total, prejudice towards straight males in the hair world. They made a movie about it in the 70s. If you were a straight hairdresser, you were called George from Shampoo, from the movie Shampoo with Warren Beatty.
Beverly Hills hairdresser. You might as well be a faggot. Think that's funny too?
I didn't know that doing hair was going to play such a role in my life, but going to church on Sundays with my parents. As a kid, I used to always, you're standing in these aisles and these benches, and you're standing behind people. And one of the things that just tripped me out the most, and I found most interesting, was that folks had the weirdest, especially men, they shave all the way up, so far up, above the hairline, the natural hairline, and that's one of the things that you shouldn't do. And that's where it gets really tricky, because if someone cannot step out of the box and be able to visually, as I would explain to the individuals that worked under me, my assistants, and now what I call proteges, that I learned from my mentor, was that at times you don't need to spend a whole 40-minute, 1-hour haircut when the hair, all it needs is for you to lift it and chop one piece off, and let it go. If you're not able to step away and say, I'm done, then it's going to be very tough for you to do what we do.
Love